Coming up on Sports Weekly, we've got a big week of high school football and a very important game in the Skyline League as Arroyo Valley and San Gorgonio will go head-to-head for first place in league action. We'll hear from head coach T.J. Stanford of the Arroyo Valley Hawks. Plus, we'll preview the big Cajon versus Citrus Valley game. Cajon trying to make it 7 straight Citrus Belt League championships if they can get it done this season. We'll also check in with San Bernardino head coach Sean Collins after the Cardinals came away with a dramatic win on the road at Supa Dupa Jurupa Valley. Plus, we'll take it to the NFL ranks. Alexander Madison coming up with a touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings against the Chiefs. And he's also going to honor a local boys and girls I Am Gifted Athlete of the Week. All that and more coming up on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. And it starts right now. And what is up, guys? It's Pep Fernandez. We are back, and we've got another edition of Sports Weekly right here on IEMG. Make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channels. We're going to hit our football coverage really hard the next couple of weeks, and it's an important time of the year. Some very important games coming up in the Skyline League and the Citrus Belt League. We're talking about Cajon, of course, in the CBL. And in the Skyline League, we have a battle for first place. San G played Colton this past week and came away with a 55-28 win against the Yellow Jackets. Quarterback Peyton Clark passed for more than 300 yards. Deron Tyson there on that 80-yard touchdown. He had more than 200 receiving yards in that win against Colton, and that sets up a showdown with Arroyo Valley for first place in the Skyline League. Both teams 2-0 in league play, 6-1 overall going into the contest. So let's take a look at some of the big games coming up in week number 8 for our San Bernardino schools. We'll start with the Citrus Belt League. Citrus Valley taking on Cajon. CV's coming off the win against Beaumont to set up this important game against the Cowboys. The Cowboys are your 6-time CBL champions. Aquinas, they're coming off a road win against Heritage Christian. Now they get Valley Christian, so another long road trip for the Falcons coming up in Ironwood League play. Rubidoux will take on San Bernardino. The Cardinals now in the driver's seat for a Mountain Valley League championship after the dramatic win against Jurupa Valley. Also in the Mountain Valley League, we've got Pacific taking on A.B. Miller, and Supa Dupa Jurupa Valley taking on Indian Springs. The Coyotes coming off their first victory of the season. In the Skyline League, we mentioned San Gorgonio taking on Arroyo Valley. The winner of this game will have sole possession of first place in the Skyline League. Going back to the Citrus Belt League, Cajon coming off a 36-0 win against Redlands, and now that sets up a very important game against Citrus Valley. Just like the last couple of years, the Citrus Belt League title coming down to the Cowboys and the Blackhawks. And for the Cowboys, they've won 6 league titles in a row, trying to make it 7 straight if they can beat Citrus Valley. The Blackhawks coming off a hard-fought win against Beaumont. So Citrus Valley, once again, the number 1 contender in the CBL. And for Cajon, trying to do it all over again. Coming off a big shutout win against Redlands, and now this game against Citrus Valley is even more important. If they can beat the Blackhawks, Cajon's going to be in a good spot to win another CBL championship. I know they still got Beaumont on the schedule, but they'll be in a very good spot. And speaking of Cajon, how about former Cajon Cowboy Jaden Daniels starring for LSU against Missouri? Jaden Daniels ran for 130 yards and a touchdown. He passed for 259 and threw for 3 more touchdowns in LSU's big road victory against Missouri, 49-39, in SEC play. So Jaden Daniels having a great season for him at LSU. Next stop, the NFL. And speaking of the NFL, our guy Alexander Madison scoring a big touchdown against the Chiefs. Nice catch, ran it in for the score. Great play by Madison, a little celebration too. But it was not enough for the Vikings as they fall to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs by a score of 27-20. But always like to see our local guy, Madison, doing big things. And that was a big touchdown for Minnesota. So we know Madison does big things on the football field. He also does big things off the football field, especially right here in the city of San Bernardino. All throughout the fall season, Alexander Mattison is doing an I Am Gifted Athlete of the Week as he recognizes one boy and one girl from the city of San Bernardino all season long. So, and it's not just football. We're talking about water polo, volleyball, tennis, whatever fall sports are going on. So, without further ado, here is Minnesota Vikings running back Alexander Mattison from San Bernardino High School unveiling his latest round of I Am Gifted Athletes of the Week. Alex?
And this week's I Am Gifted Female Athlete of the Week is Indian Springs tennis star Sandy Salgado, a great student and a standout on the tennis court. Salgado carries a 4.7 GPA and is the top singles player and has a 9-match winning streak. She's hoping to lead the Coyotes to another Mountain Valley League title this season. They're on a great start and she's doing amazing in the classroom. Congratulations, Sandy. And this week's I Am Gifted Male Athlete of the Week goes to Cajon quarterback Evan Powell, who had 303 all-purpose yards in the victory over Redlands East Valley 44-0 in their Citrus Belt League opener. Powell passed for 3 touchdowns and also rushed for 1. Powell and the Cowboys are looking for their 7th consecutive win in the CBL this season. Congratulations, Evan.
And congratulations to Sandy and Evan, the I Am Gifted Athletes of the Week. And again, Alex will do this each and every week throughout the fall season, so several more weeks to go. When we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we will check in with San Bernardino head football coach Sean Collins, the Cardinals coming off a big win against Jurupa Valley. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.